messing up the pyramid.
So where do black men fall?
I just told you, they're at the bottom.
But they get praised though.
For what?
First of all,
praise them.
they get praised by their penis, by everybody.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that.
That's
Yo, I dedicate this song to all the people who want to know all the
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first podcast video titled "Let's Talk About It," because we're going to talk about it and let's get into it. I have a special guest with me, my sister Shavay, and let's get into it. I want to talk about black women. So lately, I've been seeing a lot of AI videos, right? You've been seeing them, right?
Yeah.
And for some reason, it's been a lot of videos with the AI people. They're all black. Most of them are black women. And if they're not black women or black, they have black women personalities, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And it's like, why is that? Why are we always the joke for society? The entertainment, the laughing, the subject. You know what I mean? Like, all these things people could create with AI, but they want to make fun of a black woman, you know? Don't get me wrong though, some of them are entertaining, especially with their clapbacks, but pause, I'm just seeing the pattern here, that's all I'm saying. And why does it keep popping up on my For You page? Like, that shit ain't for me. You know what I mean? And clearly it pops up on your shit too, right? Because you see it too.
No, I ain't seen it, but I heard about it. And actually, I heard about it from Lovely T. She's a YouTube channel. She's a popular YouTuber. And other people, of course. But yeah, and I commented and I said that why are they all black women? And also we've been working on our image. And we've been putting in work and we've been changing it. We still have the same stereotypes, but a lot of them been leveling up. So they're trying to fight that, because if we level up, we are going to ruin the little hierarchy that they have. There's the hierarchy. The hierarchy top is a white man, the lowest is a black woman. Men are always on the top. Under the white man, the white woman, and then under them, I think will be Asian, and then under Asian man, Asian woman, and under that, I would say Hispanic or anything in between. And then after that, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, and then under that is black man.
Where do the mixed people fall?
Mixed people, they'll put them on black. They'll be probably above black people and Hispanic people.
What about Polynesians?
I guess there'll be, I said anything in between.
So it don't matter, black woman at the bottom.
Anything in between white and black. And then Asian is close to white. Most Asians, like Korea, Japan, and China, are closer to white. Like Philippines.
Have you been seeing, so around,
I never finished.
Oh.
I thought you was done. No, wait. So there's a hierarchy. And
yeah.
If we move up, that's going to kind of mess up stuff. It's like taking a domino and having a stack of dominoes and kind of moving. It's going to tip over. It's messing with that pattern there. Because it's like, how dare you level up when this pyramid is how it's supposed to go. You're messing up the pyramid.
So where do black men fall?
I just told you, they're at the bottom.
But they get praised though.
For what?
First of all, they get praised by their penis, by everybody.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that.
That's one of them. They physique, they build, they sportsmanship, they're good at sports.
They get used for their penis. They get used for their physique and their sportsmanship. They use them. In
their mind, like they're creative people.
And they use them for their music ability. They make money off of them. They use them, but they're not respected. They don't respect them. They use them. And they are a lot of women last resort. Women be wanting their own race, but when they don't do good, they go to them because they know that black men hate themselves and they're going to praise them. If I was a black woman and I know white man going to praise me and give me everything I want and give me some good deed, why wouldn't I go for a white man? Because I know he's going to make me feel good. He's going to tell me I'm beautiful. He's going to keep talking about my dark skin. Ooh, you so dark skin.
But that becomes like idolizing or fetishizing.
Do white women got a problem with it? No other woman got a problem with black men fetishizing them. So why when other races like us, it's fetishizing, but when they get fetishized, they don't complain about it. They never complain about it.
Yeah, good
Ever
point.
in life. So
Good
why
point.
every time we get something good, somebody got something, oh, that's fetishizing, or oh, that's materialism when we want to level up.
See, at least for me personally, it gets repetitive. Like, oh, you're so beautiful, your chocolate skin, or your black queen. They always want to throw that queen in there. It's like, pause, pause. It gets repetitive, you know. Um,
The only person I don't black man say that. I just keep it real. I don't see white people or it's
or no,
being
other
funny.
people they say chocolate. You
Yeah.
know, oh, you're so
But
chocolate.
see,
White women is usually the ones that say black queens. You know, they love saying black queen. But other race men, they usually call us chocolate. And it's like, first of all, I'm not chocolate. I'm mocha.
but
Oh,
if
I just was watching Little Man. He said he's more of a mocha brown.
he look
But
like mocha to me,
yeah, he looked like mocha to me. He's more of a dark chocolate, but it's like,
but I feel
no.
like we unfortunately we live in a patriarchy, so it's only so much us as women, let alone black women, can do. We in a racist world and we in a patriarchy. So we have both short ends of the the short end of the stick, but so a lot of stuff that we want to change really only black men can change it. Because people look towards men to do like white men. They the ones that made their women look beautiful. They the ones that put their women on these TVs and tell it they did that. And they did that for a reason. Because she's a reflection of me. And if you all want her, that shows you about me. You praising her, that's my daughter. That's my wife. That's my sister you praising. That's my race of women. They understand. And a lot of men don't understand that.
See, I don't know why, but the example I thought about is like the Kardashians, and I'm just like, they all women.
Yeah, and they all whores and they still get praised.
Yeah, but they put themselves out there, you know.
Yeah, and they still don't get shut down for it. People praise them for being a hoe. But if we was a hoe, oh, you just ugh. You
Yeah.
know, and it's not just black men because it's a lot of people. It's this guy, he talk about it a lot. I forgot his name, Ricardo something. He have a YouTube channel and he Mexican. He talk about basically all over the world, Hispanics, they just as colorist. But they're not colorists, they're more racist. I mean, it's the same thing. Basically, you're trying to wipe out your race. Same thing like when we want to make these kids. And
I'll say it's more colorism though. It's very heavy in Mexico. Like
yeah,
they
but
hate the
even
dark
in
ones.
Brazil, everywhere you go is bad. I don't really care no more. I personally don't care anymore. Ain't nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to stress myself out about it. But I still understand. And I'll be living my life, minding my business, but I have to remember there's still the weirdo colorist
So,
men.
as a dark black woman, right? Do you classify yourself as black first of all, or
Yeah.
African American, colored?
That black, what else? Everybody, even if I made my own name for myself, people still gonna call me black. Because
Yeah.
it's just like women. Even though trans women keep trying to call themselves women
You
already
know,
been called.
I don't call myself black. Like that's just a color. To me, it's a racist color. Like we went from nigger to nigga to colored to African American to now black. You know what I mean? No, well, black and then African American, whatever. And it's like, it's just a factory update of the word, the N word, you know? So I like to call myself Afro American or just me. Shit.
I was going to say it doesn't matter, but of course it matters.
It matters.
It matters because white people did that intentionally to show the differences in between them. But also,
Like, I don't just go up to every white person and be like, oh, you're European American. Or every Hispanic and be like, oh, you're just Mexican. Like, there's different
Here's the
Hispanics.
thing.
There's different white people. You know?
I feel like regardless of what you're called, if you are being mistreated, ain't nobody going to associate with you. So we can be called Laguina, whatever name you want to call us.
Laguina.
Ain't nobody going to want to be called, black people from other countries ain't going to want to be called Laguina because you are mistreated. And I don't want to be associated with you and be mistreated. That's why Cubans say, me no black. Because black people are known to be, we have a bad stigma in America. It's like we're popular, but yet we're still seen negatively at the same time. So they don't want to associate with black. Don't call me black. Because other countries don't use that word. Especially in Africa. Why would they call each other black when they all African? I was going to say black.
Yeah, because they know who they are, though. So they
Yeah.
call each other by what they are.
They try. Yeah, but see, we surrounded by other races, so we identify ourselves based on the comparison of the races. If we all was black, we wouldn't even use that word. We wouldn't use anything that has to do with our skin color. We would use our tribes. But because we're surrounded by people of lighter skin tones, and the white people already gave us that name. I don't even know when they gave us that name, actually, because if we was called colors, when did black come in, I don't know. But
I think blacks came in like the 70s.
yeah, because
No blacks allowed and shit around those times. No, there were like no colors allowed. But some of those posts said no black allowed. But that's what I'm saying. So blacks came, and then I'll say around the 2000s is when African American. It's like, first of all, I never stepped foot in Africa. I don't know what Africa looked like. So how am I African American? I met people that's from Africa, and then or their parents are from Africa, and they came to America and they got their citizenship. So to me, those are true African Americans. Me, I can't just title myself something I'm not. Like, what if I'm from Jamaica, my people? What if my people are from Haiti? I can't just say, even though those people come from Africa, you know what I mean? Because
you still wouldn't be Jamaican, even if you're
because Jamaicans, long line, they come from Africa, and the Africans came to Jamaica and settled in, blah blah blah.
No, but what I'm saying is, you still wouldn't be Jamaican, even like when people say I'm Jamaican and you ain't. No,
that's a nationality.
Yeah, just because your parents are from there, if you
like
were born and raised in America, you American, baby. You ain't whatever your parents is. You're not. You are the race. You are.
No, pause. So if you take a Japanese person, they come to America and they have a kid, right, with another Japanese person from Japan.
Yeah.
Their kid is not Japanese?
Their kid is Asian. They're Japanese, because Japanese is a type of Asian. But technically, their kid will be Asian American if they come to America.
Their kid would be Japanese American.
Asian, to me, okay, so this is how it is. There is genetic, like our actual...
There's race, ethnicity, and nationality.
But ethnicity, no. Ethnicity and nationality has nothing to do with your genetics. That has to do with where you're from and how you're raised. So your culture and where you're from. Race literally has to do with your genetics.
Right.
So we name ourselves based off our race, and then we also name ourselves based off of where we come from.
So they'll be Japanese American.
No, they'll be Asian American. Because Asian is a race. Your genetics is Asian. You have Caucasian, Asian.
But the type of Asian they are is Japanese.
The type of Asian the parents are is Japanese.
So they're Japanese American. Because even the features of Japanese people look different from the features of other Asians.
It's tricky.
Okay, for example, take a Vietnamese person. They're darker and their eyes are tight, of course, right? To a Japanese person, which is more pale and their eyes are more open but still tight, those are two different races of Asian. But
they're Asian. They're the same race, but there are two types of ethnicities of Asian, or two types of nationality, whatever.
No, ethnicities of Asian. So therefore, one is Vietnamese, one is Japanese.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I would agree, because even though they moved to America, the Japanese people moved to America and had a kid in America, they can still raise their kid in a Japanese culture, even though they're in America. But
what if they don't?
If they're in America and they don't raise their kids in Japan, then they Asian American. But if they identify as Japanese, I will call them that out of respect, because I know that's their culture.
Does that make you African American then?
What?
Because you are American, but you clearly are black. So are you
African? No, but Afro, our race. Afro is the identity of our genetics. So I am black, Afro, whatever you want to call it.
Well, if you want to be technical, Negroid is the identity of our genetics.
Negroid American, whatever is the name of my genetics, I am that American, Afro-American, whatever American. So, and a guy was just talking about this, the Ricardo guy, and he was saying to people, basically he was telling Mexicans, you ain't Mexican unless you're from Mexico. If you're not from Mexico, you're white. And the reason why he said that is because there's black Mexicans. And if a black American,
those are Afro-Latinos.
That's more like a broad one, but specifically Mexican. If there's a black Mexican born and raised in Mexico, family from generations in Mexico, and I, a black American, have a baby with that Mexican, and say I say my baby black Mexican, they ain't gonna say my baby black Mexican. They gonna say your baby black.
Okay, so you see how you got to put the black before the Mexican?
Yeah.
But the other Mexicans, you just say Mexican.
Yeah.
Right? That's because you're not a true Mexican if you're black.
And that's what he was saying. He was saying, if I can't be a true Mexican, that means you can't really be mixed with it. You can't pick what to be mixed with and what not to be mixed with.
No, okay. It's like, for example, you got whores and you got men whores.
No, because what he's saying is, what he's really saying is, you're not mixed with Mexican. You're mixed with some form of white. But that white comes from Mexican culture. It comes from Mexico, but you're still mixed with a type of white. Because Mexicans,
Yeah, the Spaniards.
and they white. So to me, everybody, okay, if you're not black or you're not white, you a form of a mixture of black and white, if that makes sense. Everybody mixed, but everybody got their own percentages. Mexicans got their own percentages. Cubans, Puerto Ricans, they all have white and black in the bloodline.
Yes, which is why you got the light ones and you got the dark ones.
Yeah, that's why some lighter, and then they have their own cultures, and their cultures is what identify them. So they all technically mixed, if you want to keep it real.
But I just wanted to go back to like the one when you were saying like the black ones. You're black Mexican, so you're black first, and then you're Mexican culture.
But you're still a Mexican.
Culturally,
So when
you're still a black person.
So when you black, you're Mexican culturally, but when you white, you're a Mexican.
No, you're a white Mexican then.
Exactly.
Like, okay, like for example, if you take a Japanese person, right, instead of taking them to Mexico, to America, you take them to Mexico, right? That don't make them Mexican. They're Asian Mexican.
If they're
or Japanese Mexican.
If they're born and raised in Mexico, they are Mexican. They are Asian though, but they are Mexican. But you're not. You can be Mexican. Anybody can be Mexican.
So those white people that went to Africa, right? Are they African?
No, because they wasn't born and raised there.
No, they are born and raised there.
You just said the white people that went to Africa.
Yeah, the ones that conquered South Africa and they like stationed there.
They weren't the ones that conquered it, but the kids after that were, because they was born there.
That's what I'm saying. Are they African?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Those are just Europeans that
Remember, African is not an actual race. That's a type of black. It's not a race.
But they're not a type of black.
Like, even though we say Afro, well, okay, wait, no.
Everything, wait.
Because I have something to do with something.
Okay, you go. Go ahead.
You need to take notes to hurry up and write it down. So you're going to forget.
No, I remember.
So, like I said, there are original races. I call it they claim Mexican are the race, but I just added on.
Okay, the original races are Mongoloids, Negroids,
black, white, and Asian.
Mongoloids, Negroids, and it's like 5 other ones. Oh, the Australians, the Australians is a race. I forgot the name of theirs. There's something, they all got oids in it. So Mongoloids, I think it's the Australians, Negroids, Caucasoids, the Asians have one and the Polynesians have one. They all got oids. You heard of these before?
Yeah, I did. Some people say it's just black and white, and then everybody else is in between. But
those are the original races though.
Yeah, the original races is just black and white. But to be fair, I say it's 4. So I say black, white, Hispanic, even though they're going to say Hispanic is a culture. Whatever. Black, white, in between, which will be Mexican, Hispanic, Latino, whatever, and Asian.
What about Polynesians? Like Islanders?
They come in between. Islanders are basically with the Hispanics and anything. They with them, in my opinion. So, because they're a mixture too. They're a mixture of like Asian and
blacks and whites.
Black, Asian, and some. They're a mixture.
But they got their own look.
They have a large bit of Asian in them.
You know, they got their own little look to them.
Polynesians. But anyway, see, forgot. What I was going to say was, so we have the original races, right? Mm-hmm. And original races came from their original places. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just say black people originally come from Africa. So mm-hmm. Africa is named after that race. Europe is named after their race. Europeans or white, whatever. Yeah. So technically the people is what named the land. Yeah. But then when they start mixing and creating cultures, they start naming the land. They start naming, they start naming the land after the people. Yeah, it's the same in a way.
What place is named after the people?
Africa. It's named after the people. Afro. That's why we say Afro Latino. You never get rid of that Afro or that Negro. So Africa. So this is where it's confusing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the places that came later is different than Europe, Africa, and Asia.
So, for example, Filipinos, right? Their places called the Philippines. They're different
because they came later. They came after the mixing. So that's why I say they are a form of a mixture. You are Filipino. It is part of the race, but it's also part of where you come from.
Which is the Philippines.
What I'm trying to say is I will always be black.
Right.
Always. And Africa is named after black people because we were there. We will always be black. But technically a Cuban can always be Cuban if you're born and raised in Cuba, but say if the Cuban go to America, them kids are not gonna always be Cuban. You see what I'm saying? They mixed, but they not of the Cuban culture no more. You American now.
Well, that's where nationality coming. I understand. I understand.
Nationality can change through your generation. Your generation.
No. I understand. Like, for example, let's go back to Japan, right? If you take that Japanese motherfucker out of Japan and take another one, and they only breed with other people like them, which is Japanese people, no matter where they at, they will always be Japanese. I don't care if
they'll always be Asian. They'll always be Asian. Because say if them Japanese go to Canada,
they still Japanese.
Well, they'll still claim it because of the culture, but say if they don't even practice Japan culture no more, they're just full
they still
Canadian.
Japanese.
They'll still be Asian because you will never know that they're Japanese unless they tell you.
I would never know that you're fucking African unless you tell me.
Yes, you would.
No,
culturally, yeah, I guess.
Because
I see what you're saying.
Because look, saying somebody is African American or black is like washing away the culture. It's just putting a lot of people that don't even look alike, but because you have dark brown skin or just brown skin in general, it's mushing you all together.
I'm trying to see what we're disagreeing with right now. What are we disagreeing with? Because we're going back and forth, but what are we disagreeing with?
On a lot.
Are we disagreeing with you can't change your nationality?
I feel like we're disagreeing because I feel like your race is where you come from. No matter where you go, you will always be that thing. So,
like I said, races have their original countries, right?
Right. But you feel like if you migrate somewhere else, it will get washed away. So if you take a Cuban out of Cuba and put them elsewhere, they are not Cuban no more.
Well, I said there's the people in between, right? There's an original black, Asian.
Right. But if you take that Filipino
so basically Cubans. Those are all in between. You know what I mean? So the people in between, their nationality through their kids can be washed away. So if you're Brazilian and you come to America and you have Brazil, you who were born and raised in Brazil, because Brazilian also there's black Brazils, there's white Brazils.
Right.
If y'all come to America and then you have your kids, some kids are American. but if you black, so if you was a black Brazilian, you was a black Brazilian, your kid will be a black American because they born in America now. You're Brazilian because you was born in Brazil. They black American. So if you was a white person in Brazil and then you move your kids to America and they adapt American culture, that's a white person. They in America now.
So you take an Italian, bro.
Yeah, so nationalities can change through your kids because if you already born raised where you raised, it can't change. But if you have your kids somewhere else, their nationality could change, but the race will always stay the same.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So Asian people, you're Asian, Japanese, Chinese.
You feel like being Japanese is a nationality, not a race.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See,
being Japanese
I disagree with you with that. I feel like being Japanese is a nationality, yes, but I feel like it's also a race. No. Asian is their
the race.
Is their ethnicity. No. Asian is their race, but Japanese is their ethnicity. And if they're born in Japan, that will also be their nationality.
I think ethnicity has to do with race and culture.
Ethnicity is how you identify yourself.
Let me see. Define ethnicity. Ethnicity refers to a group of people who identify with or are identified by others as sharing a common cultural heritage, including language, ancestry, religion, tradition, and other cultural practices. So I feel like it says ancestry. So ancestry
is your race.
I'm trying to think, does it have define ancestry. I know what it means. I just
so
want to clarify.
much attitude.
I want to clarify. One's family or ethnic descent. So I feel like ethnicity has to do with both race and culture, or race and ethnicity. Nationality only has to do with
where you're born.
Ethnicity, I feel like, based on this, has to do with race and nationality. Because it's where your culture is based on where you're born.
What if our dad was born in Jamaica, right?
It just has to do with race.
What if our dad was born in Jamaica, right? And then Nina be like, yeah, y'all Jamaican.
Like, no, we're not. Our dad is Jamaican.
So would you tell people, or if you have kids, right? Would you tell your kids like, oh yeah, you got Jamaican, or you part Jamaican?
I say your granddad is Jamaican. You black? I don't know no other word to say but black. I know they're
Afro-American.
you Afro. Okay, because they don't like just the word black.
No, we're afraid to look at the cameras right in front
Girl,
of us.
I've been looking at everything but the camera. I've been looking at you, here, everything but the camera. But yeah, well, we can agree to disagree. I feel like ethnicity, maybe that can't necessarily change. It depends, and that depends through the grandchildren as well. Because if you keep on, like, if you're a white person from France and you move to America. See, white people are easily, because they took over, they're easily to adapt. Their names could just switch.
I have a good question for you.
Because if a white person from France comes to America and they have a kid in America, is their kid say they French? And they American and they speak, they ain't gonna know, they gonna say, nigga, yeah, you ain't French, nigga. So, well, exactly.
No, okay.
They can take anybody's identity.
So,
but
as American, of course, we're gonna look at them like, oh, they're white. But if they know their true background, they can correct us and be like, oh, I'm French.
No, and we still gonna see.
I'm from France.
No, your mama, your daddy from France. That's what I'm saying. If they parents move to America, see, that's what I'm saying. It's different for white people.
No, it's the same. Okay, it's literally like us, right? So let's just say we come from Nigeria, right? And then people look at you like, oh, you're black, or you're just American, and you correct them. No, I'm Nigerian, and my ancestors come from Nigeria. And my parents come from Nigeria.
You're still black, though.
That's how the world going to view you, but you know who you are.
Yeah, but when they say you black, they talk about your race. They ain't talking about your ethnicity.
No, they talk about what you look like.
Yeah, but still.
Because there's albinos.
What you look like, your race has a phenotype. We have a look.
Like, even mixed people. There's mixed people that look like they're both. But because they have, like, darker skin, caramel or somewhat of curly hair, or curly hair don't matter. Those are black genotypes. So it's like you're black.
Yeah, but you also light skin. So
black people come in different flavors.
No, we don't actually. We do. But what I'm trying to say is we didn't have all this diversity until white people start mixing with us. So black people need to calm down. They always exactly. They always talk about something. We do come in different colors, but that's because we was mixed.
No, there's people. There's literally a tribe of black people with blue eyes,
and they're very rare. They always trying to bring it. Stop.
No. Because look,
black people are special. They need
no. Because there's black people that's born with ginger hair or blue eyes or light skin and freckles.
And it's not common.
There's some that's born with pointy noses, high cheekbones, low cheekbones, skinny lips. Look at Snoop Dogg. He got white people lips.
That's not. He definitely do when he have a bird nose. But
yeah, but he black.
Wrong with his nose. But it ain't cute to me.
It doesn't matter if it's common or not. That's just an example of how
matter because your race is based off of what your phenotype is. Your phenotype is what something commonly looks like. You have a look. Black people all have this look. White people all have this look. Majority. Just because we got a tribe that have blue eyes and blonde hair, most of us don't look like that. Just because we have gingers and albinos, most of us aren't ginger or albinos. Black people always trying to find the people that's different to say we a different color. Yeah, when you mix with something, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like black people really don't want to be black. That's why they always trying to look for the person to represent us that's a little different. To say, oh, we different. Yeah, we are. But let's keep it real. I don't think we had all of this diversity in our looks until white people started.
So are Creoles black?
Creoles are, in my opinion, they're mixed. But I feel like
yeah, I agree.
French ain't nothing but white. If you French and African, whatever it is, you white and black. See that, and that's what I'm talking about. French. French is white, but they want to say French because it's a specific type of white, and it sounds a little special. But at the end of the day, you white and black. Let's keep it real. But I was
here's the but.
However, in a way, I feel like that's a way of creating your own race. So, for example, two mixed people, right? A girl, white and black, and a boy, white and black, come together and make a baby. That baby would be technically mixed, but they would be mixed because their mom is white or their dad is black, or their dad is white and their mom is black. They'll be mixed because their parents are mixed, right? But that kind of low-key be that they made a own little race of a baby based off of white and black.
Technically,
say if that makes
the baby will be white and black. Technically.
Yeah, because the mom white and black, but that baby is different because they'll say what you mix it with, they'll say white and black. Say if that baby grow up and get with another mix, same thing. Or just like him.
That's basically what Creoles are.
They'll be able to create their own race if they keep only procreating with each other. And they will no longer be able to see I'm white and black no more. They can just make their own name for their race after that.
That's basically what Creoles did.
That's what I'm saying. That's what all these races are. Mexicans and all them. They're this in-betweenness, and they have their own culture.
Well, I thought Mexican was one of the main races.
For me, they are, but technically, they still was based off of being tampered with, white people.
Yeah, because you got the dark ones and the light ones.
Yeah, you have the dark ones and the light ones, but you have the ones who have a larger percentage of black, which is the black Mexicans. But that's what the guy was saying. Why every time when it's a white person, they can say they mixed, but then when it's black, you can't. And the reason why is because when you're saying I mixed with Mexican, you're not really saying I mixed with Mexican. You're saying I mixed with white. But I mixed with a white that comes from Mexico.
It's more so people don't take it into consideration of mixed people unless it's black in it. Like, let's just say if you was white and white and Asian, or white and Mexican, or white and another race of white, right? And you'd be like, oh yeah, I mixed. People are like, bitch.
Yeah, because mixed specifically means black, because you can see it.
Or even if you look up interracial couples, it's always going to be a black person with somebody else.
Yeah, never Asian and white, interracial. And they can do that.
Or Mexican and white.
Well, to some people, it won't be interracial because technically Asian is white. It's just a different type of white, and technically, well, I'll say Mexican. And we keep saying Mexicans. That's what I know the most. But yeah,
like you ever run across a mixed person that didn't have black in them, and you ever question like, what are you? Or you just assumed they was one or the other, like, oh, you look Asian to me, so you're Asian.
Yeah, you question it because, like I said, we have a phenotype, and if we can't identify what you look like physically, it's hard to tell what you are, because that's how we tell what you are, through what you look like. Like what? That's reality. What?
Well, you look like you could be mixed with some shit.
No, I look black, baby.
No, your skin is dark, but you don't look like a average American black.
Well, to me, I do.
Caribbean that's the thing, but even that's like a mixture of people.
Yeah, but it's heavy with black.
You said I look black, baby. It reminded me of Hustle Flow.
Undeniably black.
On Hustle Flow when she was like,
But yeah, I'm not gonna argue with no people about it. If they want to have a conversation, I'll have a conversation. But if a mixed person identifies, if they say they black, girl, I guess you is. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna say you're not black.
I've seen so many one drop rule mixed people.
And that's the thing. Let me say that real quick. Black people always complaining about stuff white people taught us. Oh, they gave us the Bible. They did this, they did that, but y'all sure ain't giving up that one drop rule, though. They taught us that. Mm-hmm. They taught us about the one drop rule.
Yeah.
And they, for some reason, they go with that, though. Why you want to accept that, but you don't want to accept all the rest of it?
Because everybody have different viewpoints. Some people feel like if you got a little bit of black in you, then you're black.
That came from white people, though, because they're racist.
That's something they still
racist,
go by.
So they don't want to associate with any black. You're not going to take my bloodline, you black. That's what they do. They started that. We didn't start that. Africa, if you go to Africa, they know the difference between a mixed person and a black person. They know the difference. That's why Tyler was saying she's considered color. Color that's their version of calling you mixed. They call mixed people colored out there.
You learn something new every day. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what they call mixed people out there, colored. So when she came to America, black people saying, "You not colored, you mixed." No, she is colored. She both. Out here we call mixed people mixed. Out there, they call mixed people colored.
The real colored people are the people that turn red and pink in the sun.
Huh?
White people, they're colored because they changed colors based on their emotion, based on the temperature in the room. If they suffocating, they turn purple and blue. If they in the sun, they turn red and pink. If they normal temperature, they're peach. Those are chameleons, We just black, but we're called colored.
We do have color to us. It's just you can't see it as easy because we're dark skinned, but we get red and stuff. We get purple.
I used to be so confused when I was younger. I used to be like, why are we called black people when we're brown, and white Mexicans are called brown people when they're like tan?
And why are Asian people called yellow
when they're not yellow? I always still to this day I'm confused. Like, who started that? Because black is a
white
stretch.
People started the color thing because they wanted you to know the difference. We different. You black, I'm white, even though they not white. They're not white. That's the actual color, and we're not black. But they wanted that difference. They wanted you to know, yeah, we different. And then when all the in-between people start coming into existence, even though they've been coming to existence years ago, Americans wanted to because Americans started all this color stuff, the yellow, and they started that. I think white people started that. But
Jim Crow.
They just tried to fit them in and say, okay, you brown, you yellow. Some Mexicans are brown, though. Like,
Yeah.
I be seeing some. They be
If you think about it though, you know those dark Mexicans that look like black people?
yeah.
They actually look like Indians. You know, like the dark skin where it's kind of like a grayish though. It's not like a regular dark. And the hair is
It's
straight.
not gray, but it's different.
Somebody said Indians look like black people with a perm. I was like, they stupid. Someone see it. And it's like when I was younger, I didn't know there was other races. I thought it was just black, white, and Asian. I thought, well, really to be specific, black, white, and Chinese. So if you was Mexican, you're white. And if you was mixed, you're black. And if you're Asian, no matter what Asian you are, you're Chinese. So
yeah, and I think that's to the Hmong village. Because when we was in Fresno, that's kind of what we was
it's
saying.
in their name, Hmong people.
But I don't know if that's short for Mongolian.
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes. But it's like, I didn't know what a Mexican was until I got older. I thought everybody was just white.
I always knew what a Mexican was.
You say you always knew?
Yeah, I knew the difference between Mexican and white.
I didn't. To me, if you had like light skin and straight hair, you was white.
It's the features. It's different.
So would you say as a black woman, you experienced colorism?
Yeah, as a kid, all the time. But I never, thought about it like that because we didn't know what it was. But of course.
Because believe it or not everybody experienced colorism.
I think people have. They just probably never experienced it to the point it never bothered them, or they was more concerned about other stuff, so they never cared for it.
Some people don't experience colorism; they just experience ugly.
yeah, some people experience ugly too. It's not, and that's the thing, because look, I want the best for black women, but we are victims, but at the same time, they overdo it.
What do you mean?
Like we are victims of the world. They do mistreat us. But then sometimes when it ain't even about what you think it is, they use that, like the colors. Sometimes it's not colors and you might just be ugly. No, for real. It's not always colors.
So basically pulling that black card.
Yeah, you're pulling that, colors. No, baby, you probably just ugly. It's not always colorism. Or it can be both. It can be colorism and you ugly.
Look, I'm still trying to figure out what did I go through. Because like growing up, right, I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm not ugly.
Classism, we was poor.
Yeah.
We didn't have the best clothes. We didn't have the best hairstyle. So people picked on, because I'm telling you, something as simple as having nice clothes and a nice
What
hairstyle.
Are those? When that was a thing.
Just having a bomb outfit with your hair done will get you.
One of my pet peeves is like when Nina used to buy us shoes that's bigger than us. She'd be like, you'll grow into it. No, I'm wearing a size 9 in the 7th grade. My shoe size is a size 7. So it's like, come on now.
She low-key did this dirty.
She said, I didn't need all the expensive things to look good. I know I look good. Oh, that's you.
And then she didn't,
like what?
I just wanted to be a pretty girl. Like, damn, give us some dresses or something. I wanted some dresses and some little, I always seen little Mexican girls, they had like something girly.
I always wanted my hair like flat ironed. And no, you just gonna sweat it out. It's like, what's the point of perming my hair if you're gonna braid it up? Yeah. I hated that stuff, man. It's like, come on now, it's perm, really, so it's gonna stay straight.
To feel something, even if you put beads in our hair.
Yeah, it has the
inches. To feel our hair swing. It doesn't matter. For me, it didn't matter what you did to it. I didn't care if I had a perm. I didn't care if I had braids, fake hair. I want to feel movements. That's how black girls. They just want to feel their hair swing.
Yeah.
Because we see all the other girls' hair swinging. It just feels feminine.
You got me swinging.
But
you said Nina did his dirty.
Because I wasn't ugly either. I wasn't ugly. I was just poor.
People because like outside of being poor, right? Because most people are poor.
It's also your energy too. If you're not a people person, if you're not a people pleaser, it's intimidating.
No, because some people would treat you accordingly just based on your looks. Like there's a such thing as pretty privileges,
Yeah.
And I didn't have pretty privileges growing up.
Or classism too. Like,
see, I didn't really get picked on for being poor, honestly. I was just chilling.
I got picked on.
I did get made fun of, but I was
trying too hard, I guess. I was trying to be cute, but it wasn't working because I was poor. Like, I didn't have the best outfit, so I tried to work with what I got. It's like, girl, what are you doing? Like, but and then when I had confidence, always somebody, and it was always black people. I remember in Mexico one time, who pissed me off. I had on, did I have a skirt or something? And he gonna say, when I pass by, he gonna say, no ass. One of his friends. I'm like, what? And I just ignored him and kept walking. Look, I was doing my thing. I was doing whatever. I just wanted to be pretty. That's it.
It was before the glow up. It was before the glow
Yeah,
up.
but
That's
I wished Nina helped us. Nina, you said you knew how to dress. You said you stay geared up. Why didn't you keep us geared up? She always bragged, yeah, I have this and that. Why didn't you have us with this and that?
Yeah.
Shoot,
Hey,
you could
I
have got
can't
some
lie.
cheap
During my sophomore and senior year of school, that's when I started figuring out how to step. You feel me?
Yeah, I got it. I still
started-
was looking a mess, but overall, you live and you learn.
Yeah, we have our days, you have our bad days, but I learned how to work with what I had because the glow up started to come in, and it's like, well, damn. Back to what I was trying to say. It's like, bitch, I know I'm cute, but people didn't treat me as such. Like,
I don't know.
I didn't experience pretty girl privileges, and I didn't have motion. Like, people wasn't in my face trying to give me their number, or like, you know how like the promposal, they're like, would you go to prom with me, or let me give you a chocolate or some candy just because I got a crush on you, or give you a note, they'll leave a note on your desk. I didn't go through none of that. It's like, well, damn, I know I'm not an ugly duckling, but shit, maybe I am, and I just don't know, because that's the such thing, like, ugly people don't know they ugly.
No, we wasn't ugly. We wasn't ugly. I'm telling you, we wasn't presented good. We didn't have the best outfits, and we didn't have our hair done.
But there's a lot of times we went to uniform school, so you can't like step with uniform.
Yeah, and even then they still step. Them girls had their hair hooked. They had bows in their hair.
That's where you get to wear your shoes.
Had their little lip glosses on. You didn't give us money to have
because you feel like lip gloss was too grown.
Yeah,
it's like, girl, we preteens. We should be able to wear.
They had nice shoes. They just looked good. They had decent, little cute earrings, nice jewelry. We didn't have too much jewelry like that when we were younger. I don't think so. Because we used to get jewelry as like a present.
I don't think we even cared for jewelry.
Yeah, but we would have, we didn't, it's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, we just wasn't done up. I used to watch these girls and they was done up. I seen their outfits. We used to have lint all on our clothes, lint balls and stuff like, for real. Like, that's not...
Oh my god!
Why we got lint on our clothes? Every time we wash our clothes, we had lint balls.
Because we always had animals.
Yeah, but damn, you get
and it's like, no, because when we did have lint rollers, it'll be like those nappy lip balls. Like when you lint roll it, they not coming off. You gotta
and then our clothes always look washed out after a while, like the quality. Because Nina used to get the cheapest laundry detergent. So.
Oh my gosh, the struggle is real. And that's what you go through when you have cheap parents, bro. Because her ass was cheap. Yeah. If it wasn't broken, she not gonna fix it. And it's like, at what cost? I remember I got made fun of in front of the whole school during a fire drill, bro. Because by two of the best roasters, bro. Because I have these long ass shoes on from Walmart. And I don't know why they just start, because what are those was a trend, Yeah. And they just start like making fun of my shoes and making fun of me. And it's like, I have my little comebacks, I'm not going to just let them make fun of me. But, bro, I took an L that day. That shit was funny. That shit is history, bro. History in my head. And it's like, damn. But guess what? I'm back.
I think we had a type of energy, too, because for how small we were, like we was little, and you picking on me, and I'm not like, what? I don't look the best, I don't talk the best, I don't sound the best. We had gaps, we were small, a lot of girls was trying to get thick.
This gap ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm just saying, girls were trying to get thick at the time. We literally, it was no reason to be bothering us or hating on us, but they was hating. I just felt like they were hating for some reason. I think it had to do with my energy. I wasn't a follower. Yeah, I don't look the best, but I'm not a follower. And I think a lot of people seen that, and they probably wish they had that, or they had because I don't give a F type of energy too. Like,
I don't give a fuck.
Girl, what's up? Like, I didn't care. For real. I don't care if I lose or win, bitch. What? And they felt that.
I mean, it got to be some type of haterade to be getting surrounded by 7 girls for no reason. It makes
no sense. We must have been pretty and didn't know it. We didn't realize how cute we were. That's what I think.
Well, honestly, I never felt ugly growing up. Like, I never truly like, oh yeah, I'm ugly. I just didn't feel pretty because the hairstyles, like, why the fuck I got 3 fucking ponytails like Mickey Mouse? Like, come on now. Like, we got to do better. You know what I mean? But when I be stepping, I feel like the baddest bitch on earth. So therefore, I always knew I was cute. I just didn't know how to wear it, if that makes sense.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe
because even being made fun of, like, oh, look at your shoes. I didn't really get picked on by my clothes, but it was more so my shoes. And it was like I knew, hey, once I get some good shoes, you ain't gonna be talking. So I remember those N1s. Those shits was too big. And so backstory, we was going to our uncle's funeral and we had to go school shopping. So here we go, going to Walmart. My mama bought us some N1s. And I was like, ooh, these look like some Jordans, because I wanted some Jordans, but she not paying no $200 for no shoes. And I was like, which is understandable because she got like 11 kids. So that means 2 times each of us. That's a lot of money, 200. So she got me some N1s. And boy, I felt like the baddest one in school. I was like, look at me. I got my shoes, my N1s. And I remember I was in class and this boy, he looked at me and he tapped on me. He was like, what are those? And I was like, look at them, they N1s. They started laughing every day. I was like, she got on some N1s, bro. Like, what the fuck are N1s? And I'm just like, I was embarrassed. And I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just stuff my shoes because these things go hard. But they still was a little too big.
Yeah, it just shows how materialistic black people are. Now, I can't speak of other races, but I don't think they have that problem where they're looking at your shoes and like what type of shoes you got.
I feel like it's more so of a environment thing, because if you go more into like the poorer communities or the hood, or just like, honestly, it don't matter where you at, whether it's rich or poor, it's the environment. If your environment cares about style, you're going to want to fit in with that style.
Usually poor people care about expensive things because you're poor. So once you get a little something you want to.
The rich people have their things. They have like they purses and shit. They like purses and heels. They have their way of expressing things.
Red bottoms.
So me, I just always wanted shoe game. I just like, yeah, it is.
I never care for shoes. I just want to be cute. I don't care what brand it was. I don't care what brand clothes it was. As long as it looked good. If it's cute, I wanted some cute stuff. Cute girly pink. That's it. That's all I wanted. And a nice hairstyle. A cute hairstyle that I look good in. It didn't even have to swing. If I had a cute, it just had to be cute. I just wanted to be beautiful.
I didn't care about being cute till I started getting into like I said, sophomore year. Honestly, freshman year, that's when I start. Oh, lipstick, I want to try it on. And then once I hit like sophomore year,
like I don't know, we get
somewhat, yeah. Once I hit like sophomore year in high school, junior, sophomore. One of those fucking years when you became my hairstylist, so you hooked me up with my hair. Thank you for that. And I was like, okay, I'm cute. Hold on. And then like my feminine side starting to be more developed. My boobs start coming in. My shapes. I always had a booty, but my shape coming in. So I'm just like, hold on, like, I
was happy when my breasts started growing, but it only lasted. It was so short. Because I'm like, oh, that's why I'm trying to wear my little tank top, trying to show my little girl, and it only lasted.
So I don't know. My boobs actually got bigger because I picked up weight. So if you pick up some weight, you're gonna get some more tissue in there.
Yeah, but I don't want it to.
I had little skeeter bites in school, but I was rocking my little skeeter bites. I love my little shits.
I don't want too much.
I was like, it's about time, because we're late bloomers. So when we got our little shit, we didn't know how to act.
How old was I? Like what?
15.
Was I a freshman or a sophomore?
You was like 14, 15.
I was like a sophomore.
I was around the same. It was like 14,
I think
15.
I was 15, 16-ish.
We used to put tissue in our bras. Just looked like we had some shit. But yeah, that concludes this video. Thank you for joining us in our podcast. Y'all have a